right, today, boys and girls, probably the newest vehicle in the shop is an '88 Monte Carlo. The owner brought it to us claiming of wind noise, and I'm sure everybody that's ever rode in a G-body car has heard the wind noise. And he asked me to make it a little bit better, which we did. I changed the adjustments in the door. But while I was in there, I noticed the screws that hold the door pull handle, they were stripped out. One of them was stripped out. So when you were pulling on the door pull, it was pulling the panel in and out. If you remove the panel here, there's a hole that you can see that was, these two are the holes drilled from the factory, but you can see this one's gouged out. Someone has probably over tightened it. You know, it was the correct size screw, so I'm guessing they just over tightened it, gouged a hole out, and now there's nothing you can do about that. So we're going to put a nut zert in it and actually put a 1/4 bolt through it to hold it in there, because I don't have a J nut that would go that far over. It would be nice if I had a J nut that would just grab a screw and go that far, but I don't have that one that has that much throat depth. But he also has a clip broke. We'll roll the window down here where you can see. Let's see. I don't know if you can see inside, maybe. Let's get the flashlight. Okay, see that white clip right in there? I don't know if you can see it. It is actually broke. And I know this was just, it's 35-year-old plastic, and it's hard to tell how long it's been broke, you know, at what point in its life. But what that does is when the window comes up, this guide right here, these are your stops for how far the window stops up. But this guide is what tilts the window in along with the angle on the one down here. You can adjust both. But this one grabs it and pulls the window in at the last minute to put it up against the gasket. And what with the clip being broke, the window's just on its own tension. It's not being pulled to the weather stripping. So that's where that G-body noise is coming from. So unless I replace that whole clip here and replace the window, which I may be able to get that clip without it, but the owner was like, no, just adjust it the best you can. So we're gonna fix this so that the door pull stays on. And the simplest request he had was they had a CD stuck in it. And I don't know if y'all know this trick or not. Everybody else may know this trick. If you have a CD stuck in a CD player, jam another CD in on top of it. Well, really don't jam it, just insert it, push it in, and it will try to kick the second one out. And when it does that, it boots the first one out. So that's a tip for everybody. Let me get the nut zert tool together, and then we'll show you how that works. Okay, I know I said that we were going to put the nut zert tool in, but I had an epiphany right when I went to get the nut zert tool. That's what them fancy people call a revelation. It was in here just like this. Well, I thought about, what if I spin the bracket over and drill the correct size hole, you know, non-ripped out hole, and put the bracket right back. So we're going to give that a try. And try to put this door panel back together. Okay, 1, Tighten that up. Don't over torque it or we'll be doing a different hole. And tighten that one back, and there we go. There's our hole for that. Let's grab our 2 screws here. Start the door panel in the bottom. Put it over top of the door lock. Kind of gently persuade it in the groove. Try not to rip the upholstery, do anything bad to it. And get it up over the clips on top. You want the weather stripping over it. And apply in place. And then there's the little screw, well, not screws, plastic pops. Pop that in. Get our screwdriver. Make sure we're lined up, which we are not. That looks a lot better. Insert. One. And then let's see, are we lucky enough that this one is even close? Let's see. I don't see it. I didn't measure correctly, so we're gonna make sure it's in. Ah, it wasn't in. Now let's try it again. There it is. All right, pull. Make sure we get it in line. Get that second one. All right. And it will start. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah.
Much better.
Much better. No door panel falling off in your hand now. Let's see. Okay. Put the door hardware back together. And then we're going to raise it up and show you what we found underneath. We took it for a test drive, and I had questions. So I put it up on the rack. And give me a second, and we'll show you what we found. Okay, so like earlier, I mentioned we took the car for a test drive, and something didn't seem right. And as you can see, there should be sway bar end link bushings here somewhere. But on either side, there is not the first sign of a bushing anywhere. So we went to the, hold on, product placement, the Napa store. I'm not sponsored by them, no. I wish I was, but I'm not. And got new end links, and we're going to change them out. But I've seen bushings wore before. But yeah, that one takes the cake. That's that's definitely seen better days. So that explains why it didn't exactly feel right. So, all right, give me a minute and I'll get these old ones out of here.
Side note, if there's any Napa sponsors out there that would love to sponsor A&D Hot Rod Shop,
Product placement.
We would be more than happy to let them sponsor us. Okay, hang tight.
Okay, so I did everyone a favor and didn't use the Spark-O-Matic 3000 while I was on camera. I wanted to save everybody's eardrums from listening to the death wheel. But I figured these were rusty and crusty and covered in undercoating on one side, so I just zipped them off. So that's everybody's Valentine's Day present. Don't say I never gave you nothing. But yeah, put the new end links in both sides. And like I say, both sides I just decided to use the death wheel because they weren't going to come off that. Hey, and let's face it, there was no bushing to catch on fire. So there's always that.
That's a plus.
Yeah, no kidding. But wear your safety glasses and be mindful that your neck will be filled with sparks if you're under a car using the Zip Wheel 3000 Spark-O-Matic there. It will fill the back of your shirt with hot sparks. So be mindful of that, but wear your safety glasses. The car appears to have new shocks on it. At least they're new and shiny. So someone did that before I got here. Ooh.
The wind must be getting
I was going to say, the wind must be getting up. But yeah, overall, the car is from Alabama, and there seems to only be like surface rust and a little bit of dirt, but the car is not rusted out at all. So underneath, it's for something we would see in Virginia. This is excellent condition compared to what, you know, we have here. So I guess it is a true Alabama car. But all right, we'll lower it down and we'll show you the rest of it.
Well, there goes another happy customer.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you for today.